Hey everyone, and welcome to the Defining Your Life podcast, where we focus on living in our purpose, practicing presence, and activating our power in each moment. I'm Marsha Rell, your resident pep talk provider, and I invite you to join me as we continue to learn, lift each other up, and strive to level up together. Because we are never finished defining our lives, and it takes a village, so let's build one. Stay tuned for the episode. Hey everyone, thanks for joining me on the pod today. I hope that your week is going well. And at this point, you're revving up for the holiday season. Y'all, this week is actually the 2-year anniversary of the pod. I'm in disbelief, but thankful that for 2 years, I've been able to hop on here and share my thoughts with you and hopefully contribute positively to your life somehow. So for those of you who have been with me since the beginning, thank you so much for showing up and joining me every week. And for those of you who have just gotten here, welcome. And thank you so much for joining. I am super grateful for each and every one of you. And again, I really just can't believe that, we're at the 2-year mark this week. And so in honor of the podiversary, I would love it if you would celebrate with me by leaving a review, preferably a 5-star rating. I would also love it if you would hit me up on the socials or via email and share your thoughts and feedback about the pod, or just hit me up to chat. And I would really love it if you would share the pod with someone new. We talk a lot about growth and development in this space. And as I enter into my 3rd year on this platform, I literally would like to continue growing and developing, defining your life into whatever it is that God would have it to be. So feel free to help us grow by sharing. Now, speaking of growth, the socials have introduced me to this concept of the winter arc, which is well underway for many of you at this point, given that it started around October 1st, I believe. Do correct me if I'm wrong, but if you were late to the concept party like me, let me just give you a brief explanation of what the winter arc is. So the winter arc is essentially like a jumpstart on the new year, right? So for the last quarter of the year, you hunker down on your goals. So when everyone is trying to, start getting themselves together in January, you've already started and you've made some headway. So you're kind of like ahead of the pack, right? But here's the kicker, y'all. You probably know by now how I feel about goals and resolutions and habits. And that is you can start them at any time, right? So if it's 5:00 on Thursday and you are ready to commit, do it, right? Trends and things like that are great to help us get going. And I love a cute concept or a theme. But remember that any day is a great day to start. And with that being said, let's talk a bit about something in particular that will be clutch, whether you started back in October at the beginning of winter arc season, or you plan to start in January, or even 5 minutes from now, right? And that's something in particular, my friends, is knowing how to say no. You have to know how to say it, not only to others, right? Today, I'm actually talking about saying no to yourself, especially in the final few weeks of the year here when there's so much going on, so many events, so many things to get done and wrap up literally and figuratively. This is a great time to start practicing your no. Because the thing about no is it's tricky, right? For some of us, it's hard to say no, period. But it's not as hard when it's something we don't really want to do anyway, right? And for some of y'all, it's actually quite easy. I can say that saying no is most certainly getting easier for me by the year. They say you lose your filter and all that as you get older. I haven't gotten there yet by any means, but I do use my no a little more in general, and I definitely feel a bit more in control of it, especially when it comes to myself. But anyway, I'm still working on getting the balance together of when and why I'm saying no. but it's definitely getting there, one step at a time. But what's most challenging is saying no to the things we need to say no to, even though we don't want to. Because we really want to do the things and eat the things and drink the things and buy the things and just all the things, right? And so it's hard. But some things we just have to sit out. I know y'all don't want to hear that. I don't want to hear it either. It's okay, right? Because FOMO is real. But you can't do it all, especially when you have a goal that you're working towards. Some deals you just have to pass up. Some opportunities you just don't have the bandwidth for right now. And sometimes you just have to choose one thing. And so the winter arc is the perfect time to work on building the habit of no, right? The habit of no is about sharpening a tool in your kit to help you do other things you want to do well. Maybe it's work on your relationship or your health or your business, because you probably need to say no to some things in order to get the yeses and the improvements that you're desiring in these areas, right? What is it that you must say no to now in order to get to that yes that you're looking for? What is your no allowing you to make space for? Now, your no should be strategic. We're not just throwing no around out here arbitrarily because we feel empowered to, right? Your confident no should be leading you to a useful result. Is it leading you to discipline? Are you gaining time to work on those key goals you set for yourself back at the top of the year but haven't made too many strides on? Are you trying to get your coins together, right? Are you practicing that no for your Amazon cart or for that bottomless brunch so that you can build your investment portfolio or your vacation savings? The same way you have to know your why, you need to know your no and what it means for you when you say it. Is your no deprivation or is it motivation, right? Navigating no can be hard, but it helps to have a quick assessment checklist to determine if you're actually making space for something and why you're doing it. So for this season, as you're looking to sharpen the tool of no and build habits and meet goals, I want you to consider asking yourself the following questions when that no is on the table. Number one, is this a no that I can trust? Meaning, if I tell myself no, is it bringing immediate value or contributing to the thing that I'm trying to achieve right now? Which could be, skipping the extra drink so that you're not hungover in the morning, or simply not eating out every night of the weekend so you can buy something nice with that money that you saved by eating in. Although that might be a stretch right now, y'all, because have y'all been to the grocery store? I don't know where the relief is, right? Is it cheaper to eat at home? Is it cheaper to eat out? Is it the same? I don't know. But you get the point here that I'm trying to make with this example, right? If you understand how your no will contribute positively to what you're trying to achieve, then that's a no that you can trust and that you should follow through on. Or if you can identify the long-term value and you're ready to commit to sticking with maintaining your state of no just a bit longer, whether for a spending freeze or a modified meal plan, because those results are going to compound over time, and they're going to be impactful results, right? That's also a no that you can trust. Number two, is the no worth it? Meaning, what am I really sacrificing here? Because there's FOMO and then there's just like Mo, right? Which of course is more impactful. So, say everyone's going to be at a party and you're afraid to miss out on it and hear all the inside jokes and stories later that you weren't a part of. And for whatever reason, I don't know what it is. Doesn't it always feel like, when you're not there, there were more laughs and more jokes and just more fun? That's just the FOMO, y'all. We don't want to ever hear people talking about the thing we didn't get to go to and feeling left out. That doesn't feel great, right? But there will probably be other opportunities. Unlike Mo, right, actually missing out, which could be you missing out on some rare and precious moments with your loved ones, particularly your elders, because you didn't prioritize going out of your way a bit to visit. That could truly be a Mo moment because that time is precious and limited and you never know when it'll be up. So is it worth it to you to miss out on it? And then 3, ask yourself, how does this no or even the lack of a no here make me feel? Everything isn't going to make you feel warm and fuzzy. Saying no to what we want rarely ever does, right? You may feel proud of yourself for staying committed, but it doesn't mean you're going to feel amazing in the moment. You just know that saying no is going to help you put together the pieces of what you're working on, getting you there that much sooner and that much easier. But it doesn't always feel good. So, how do you feel? Do you feel anxious or scared, mentally zapped? Or do you feel strong, powerful, unshakable with this no? We don't want to be out here folding like laundry whenever something comes up that should be a no. But we also don't want to find ourselves in positions that make us feel uncomfortable because we didn't say no when we knew that we should have. So these are just a few things to think about as we sharpen the no tool. It's not always about saying no to other people. It's also about learning how to say no to ourselves so that we are able to get stronger, build habits, and healthy resistance to the things we know very well may be holding us hostage and keeping us from growing. We need to learn how to say no to ourselves sometimes so that we can say yes to the futures that we are working so very diligently toward, right? And so I'll leave you with a quote from Eleanor Roosevelt today. She says, "You must do the things you think you cannot do." And I'll add to that, you may think that you cannot or should not say no to yourself, but ask a successful person how many times they may have denied themselves. And with that, thanks so much for listening today. If what you have been hearing has been beneficial, don't forget to share, rate, review, subscribe, and share the pod. I can't wait to chat with you all again next week. Take care until then. Again, celebrate with me the 2-year podiversary. Join me on, the socials. Officially, our day is this Friday if you're listening in real time. But just celebrate with me in whatever way you see fit. And I look forward to talking with y'all again next week. Take care till then.